Hello reception, today we're going to be reading the story Somebody Swallowed Stanley by the author Sarah Roberts. Stanley swept into the ocean with a splash and a splish. Perhaps he's one of us, thought the other jellyfish. His stripes were too straight and his tentacles too few. He just floated in the sea, not sure what to do. You see, Stanley was no ordinary jellyfish. Something terrible happened. Somebody had swallowed Stanley, but who could it be? Her tongue was rough as barnacles, her mouth as vast as a cave. As she hummed her low song, Stanley tried to be brave. So, who had swallowed Stanley? The creature stopped singing as Stanley slid down her slimy throat. She coughed and she spluttered, and then... whoosh! With a rush and a rumble, steam burst from her spout. A whale had swallowed Stanley, but now he was out. Stanley dropped with a splash back into the sea, where he bobbed along gently, calm and carefree. Until something terrible happened. Somebody swallowed Stanley, but who could it be? With a sharp yellow beak and a small beady eye, the creature flapped his wings and rose up to the sky. But who had swallowed Stanley? He pecked and then snapped, and he nipped, but Stanley wouldn't go down. More creatures flew over, first 2 and then 3. In all the flapping and squawking, they let Stanley be. A seagull had swallowed Stanley, but now he was free. Poor old Stanley was ripped up, scruffy and torn. He sank and he sank and he sank down some more. But something terrible happened before he reached the sea floor. Somebody swallowed Stanley again, but who could it be? Her paddle-shaped flippers skimmed the seabed. She had a beautiful shell and a small, wrinkly head. So who had swallowed Stanley? She gasped and she spluttered, then started to choke too. But Stanley was stuck without much he could do. A turtle had swallowed Stanley. The creature was scared and swam quickly to shore. With Stanley stuck in her throat, she couldn't breathe anymore. The turtle closed her eyes and lay down in the sand. But then Stanley heard footsteps. Help was at hand. A kind boy on the beach came and tugged Stanley free. But then Stanley heard... Plastic bags don't belong in the ocean blue. Creatures think you're jellyfish and swallow you. Now, with a rope and a branch, he made something new. What was it? It was a kite. Flying high in the air, Stanley soared to and fro, safe from the sea and all the creatures below. You can see from the story, Somebody Swallowed Stanley, that it is really important that we look after our oceans and the creatures that live there. We don't want to pollute them. We need to look after our planet. So think about what you can recycle in your household, be it empty food packets, plastic bottles, things like that you think that you could reuse and make into something else. Maybe you might want to try making a kite like the little boy did in the story. Maybe you might want to make a model with some empty packets of materials that you have at home. You can see in this picture as well, there's a picture of a seahorse and it's got a cotton bud that it's found in the ocean. Do you think that belongs in the ocean? What can we do to look after our planet better?